No. What do you have against late?
Next thing you're gonna be telling me what this astrological sign is.
No, I'm just saying that you've got yourself this good cigar, okay, and it's going to capture the latent energy of the moment while you're smoking it.
It doesn't even make sense what you just said.
How do you know?
Because I know what the words mean.
What? Please, by all means, what does latent energy mean? Then, there, Buttercup.
I have to imagine it's something akin to stored energy.
Unbelievable.
Am I wrong?
I don't fucking know what latent energy means. Do I look like a physicist to you?
You just wanted to argue.
Yeah, I no, it wasn't argue. I heard it a long time ago, and I've never known what it meant. But it just sounds cool when you use it in that aspect.
Probably sounds cooler when it's used right.
Well, yeah, when you use it right, it's you've got yourself a digital camera, so even if you're not moving, it is. All right, and you need to capture the latent energy of the moment.
Suppressed, underlying, unrealized, veiled, smoldering, lurking, inherent. So yes, stored would probably be referencing energy.
That's what a cigar does.
A reasonable synonym
for the moment. Brings out the latent energy.
No, it's only until it's lit, and then it's no longer latent.
Then what is it?
Then it's just energy. Then it's expressed energy.
Expressed energy?
I mean, but that would make
sense.
Now.
Whoa. Unhinged energy?
No, that's different.
Untethered energy?
No, that's also different.
Explosive energy?
No, spent energy.
It's not spent.
Converted energy. Well, it is because you're converting it.
It's convergence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you capture the convergence.
You've changed its form.
Convergence of the moment with a cigar.
Fire.
Perfect. Convergence.
I still don't think you know what you're saying.
I don't think you know what you're saying. Which one of us has?
I'm at least trying.
Which one of us has a communications degree?
You're just making up words.
I'm not making up words. These words exist already.
You're
check the dictionary.
The George W. Bush of cigar descriptions right now.
Yeah, but I can say nuclear. It's called nuclear.
All right. Are you going to bring us in and watch this cigar or what?
That's it's a shame we had that good open right there.
And you weren't recording?
We've been recording the whole time, and I have no idea what we're going to do with that, but I'm going to use that somewhere.
You're going to tag my father's cigars in this. They're going to be like, what were they doing?
What the hell were they talking about? And everyone's going to be like, dude, he was right. This is the Torch Review of the My Father, Flor de las Antillas, Maduro. Because, why not? I like the Maduro. The Maduro's good. It's tasty.
This is a better Maduro than a lot of them out there.
Yeah, the thing is, it's some Maduros go hard.
There's a lot of cigars out there that are too much Maduro.
Yes. This one seems to find the right balance. And do you know why? It's the wrapper.
Yeah?
In this one, it's the wrapper, I think. Because the wrapper, right, you ready for this? I had to write it down because it's long.
Oh.
Yeah. It's an Ecuadorian Habano sun-grown Oscuro.
Really?
Yes.
So Oscuro is just a Maduro that's funny because it doesn't look Oscuro.
It does not. The color, I'll give you Habano maybe.
Because, Oscuro looks like chocolate cake.
Yes.
It's just dark.
Yeah, dark and oily.
Brownies.
Yeah.
And this doesn't look like that.
No, I think it's the Habano Ecuadorian part. But that's where the flavor comes from. That's why I think this is in your face.
I'm finding more and more that the Habano seed from Ecuador for wrappers is one of my favorites. It's just the right everything.
You know what? I'm with you. Because the second I hear Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, I'm like, I must smoke that.
Yeah, I want to try that.
I just want to try it. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. This thing, because this is the follow-up, from the regular father.
To the beginning. Dude, my father's run from the Antillas on is like Tom Hanks running Oscars.
Yeah.
They're like every other year for 8 years.
Slapping out bangers,
Number
right?
one. Yeah.
Flor de las Antillas, Le Bijou, 1922.
Yeah.
What was the one after that I can't forget? Oh, it was the Judge.
Did the judge score
Yeah.
number one?
Not
No
number
way.
one,
Oh.
but it was still top 10. It was
Okay.
still up there.
They had another number one, though, too.
Yes.
I don't remember what that was. But yeah, both the Le Bijou and the Antillas.
Just coming out bangers every time. Which is weird, though, because...
What was... No. There was... I remember, I can see the label. I can't remember its name. Right after the Antillas. And that one came out and took a number 2, maybe.
Yes.
Was it the blue wrapper?
No.
No.
Wasn't orange.
Wasn't the Jaime's.
No.
No. Not the Laranja.
No, it had a... What's that?
Not the Laranja.
No, it had a more contrived name than the Florida Antilles.
Yes, it did.
But I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember.
Anyway. No, but seriously, like, they just went one after another after
No,
another.
I like
after
that
another.
they're the Tom Hanks of cigars. They came out with, like, Forrest Gump. And then they were like, we could do that again.
Yeah. Then Apollo 13.
And Apollo 13.
No, I mean, they do a really good job, though. They're
They're-
always, you know what I think it is? They never stray too far outside of the lane. They're not trying to do the, like, La Flor Dominicana mass, like, knock your teeth out, or the Davidoff Monte Cristo, super bland,
Yeah. they're
great
not-
draw. But
It's just like we have the size that works, right? Because they're all basically box pressed.
Yes.
Yes, although I
Right.
will tell you, is it the 20th anniversary or the 10th anniversary of the Flor de Lay? That
10th.
was 10th. That wasn't box pressed?
That was in the coffin,
Yes.
and it was phenomenal.
That cigar is fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to find some of those.
They still have them at Fumari.
Yeah, but I don't want to buy them I want to buy them for myself.
You want to buy them from a wholesaler?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want.
No, I would
want
love to get
my
some of
father
those.
prices.
Those were great.
Yeah, and the presentation. I'm a sucker for the coffin.
Yeah. I think it's because of those muestras.
No, actually, it's because of the Jamaican rounds.
The
Okay.
Macanudo
The
Jamaican.
Macanudo Jamaican round that came in the coffin with the Jamaican flag on it
That you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
find anymore
that you cannot buy. Well, there's a box I could buy online.
for $900.
I'm not paying that though. Like it's a good cigar, but it's not that good.
You know what else came in a coffin?
The La Flor Dominicana Dimas.
True. That cigar was awkward. This cigar was more awkward than that and
Oh.
came in a coffin. I'm pretty sure.
The Drew Estates Medusa
The egg.
and the egg. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, the egg.
That was a decent sized box too.
It had to be. You were smoking an egg.
It was an egg. It was literally an egg.
A mini football.
that was hazing for a lot of people.
That was, and it's like no, that's not like your grocery store egg. That's like naturally out in the wild hen egg. Like it was twice the size, just huge.
Ah, you talk about the foghorn eggs.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Yeah,
No, like quite literally, their eggs are twice the size of most.
Oh yeah. This cigar, I've never smoked one. I avoided the egg at all costs. I went through a couple of hazings with alternatives to the egg because I didn't want to smoke the egg.
the egg is a fire hazard.
Yeah.
It wasn't here when I got here.
It also didn't look like an appealing cigar.
It's not.
It wasn't an appealing wrapper color.
Nope.
It didn't have the greatest aroma to it.
Well, that's because it's an acid.
Is it an acid? I thought it was just
No,
Drew
it's
Estate.
an acid.
Oh God, I'm so glad I didn't
Yeah,
smoke that thing.
no,
now.
that's an acid.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's the purple wrapper stuff. That's the Maduro. So the Extraordinary Larry, same wrapper in the egg.
Which one did you get him with?
The Adam Maduro.
Adam Maduro, yeah. Fucking Casey. All right. We're a little ways into the cigar. How's it fucking
Yeah.
smoking?
So how was the draw on your cigars?
I always enjoy the draw on this. I always get a lot of smoke and have no issues. Usually pulling the smoke in.
It is a very good like cloud cigar.
Yeah.
Like
it's,
you puff it and
it's one step from perfect for me. It's
Yeah?
just a shade too tight.
really
I mean, not in that like I'm mad about it,
no, but it's noticeable.
but from being perfect, it's just a shade too tight,
That's fair.
which is rare from a box press because they're usually pretty airy.
Yeah, the thing I like about this box press, which you have to really like compare them, is that their box press is not so right angly.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think that's they did their research on that.
Also, if you compare it, like look at the butt. If you compare that to like a Rocky box press,
Yeah.
Rocky box press is so much looser than this.
Yep. Yeah. So they found the right mold
Yeah.
for theirs because you make like the
And the right density for the roll.
Yeah. What is it? Is it the Java square?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Rocky's Java is like a perfect right angle,
Yeah.
and it just it's hard to cut. It cracks, and the draw is just something's off on that draw. It's good, but it just something's off. This one, perfect. Damn near.
I'll
If
say
yours is too tight.
I'll say damn near.
Damn near perfect.
It's close. It's not quite a Padron draw, but it's right there. All right.
Don't say the P word.
I have to. Padron, dude, I'm a Padron honk. There's nothing I can do about that.
You are like a Padron fanboy.
Nice.
I really like their
I was
cigars.
about to say he's the same way with Ashton.
That
huh?
26 Anniversario, just the VSG.
Ashton VSG.
Oh, okay, wait.
And that's an emotional connection because that was the first good cigar that I smoked on a regular basis.
All right.
Fair.
If you were stuck on a deserted island, okay, I'm gonna send you a pallet.
Okay.
VSGs or Padrones?
Padrones.
Wow.
It's Padrones.
Traitor.
There's nothing I can do about it.
7,000. That's all I'm sending you.
You're a jerk. At least send me the 3,000s.
All right, I'll send you the 3,000. Half smoked.
No, I mean, the VSG's right there.
No, I get you. But
And the VSG more so than the Padrones. The Padrones, the flavors, like the sizes change, the amount of smoke you get, the amount of time that you can smoke it for, but not really the flavor. VSG in different shapes smokes incredibly differently.
it is a very different mystery. Like the
That is
regular Robusto is totally different from that weird Perfecto.
That Perfecto is brilliant.
Yeah.
That smokes so well.
Versus like if you have the Wizard, which is the 7x48.
Oh, yeah.
And there's just, that is just totally different.
And they smoke differently. Like
Yeah.
the flavors change drastically in that cigar with the sizes.
No, that's fair.
And I've not noticed that with Padron.
No, because they're the same. I gave my draw. I gave it an 18.
I give it a 16.
Okay,
I
Kevin.
gave it a 19.
Figures. What? So you want to know what the flavor that you're supposed to taste in this is?
I do.
Okay. So this is an all Nicaraguan blend, right? So Nicaraguan
So, wait, let me,
binder, wrapper, filler.
I thought you said there was an Ecuadorian wrapper.
Well, so the Ecuadorian Habano sun-grown Oscuro wrapper is grown in Nicaragua,
Oh, okay.
which is how they get away with saying it's Nicaraguan.
Got it.
Which I think is why the color's there. Because I think the Nicaraguan soil changes the color a little bit.
Okay.
Also the sun, too, because it's sun-grown. So, but in this one, you are supposed to get nuttiness, earth flavors, the classic pepin spices, hearty oakiness in a full, rich flavor with toast, chocolate, balanced over baking spice and wood.
I would agree with all of that, except I would say it's more coffee than chocolate.
Yeah.
Ah, really?
Yes.
Okay. Where do you get the coffee? Like on the back end, the front end, middle?
Middle.
Middle?
Yeah. I would say it's more coffee than chocolate. And I think that's because, so if it's chocolate, it's a lighter chocolate. But for me to pick up a lighter chocolate, it also needs like a natural sweetness. And I don't pick that up as much as I would want.
You know, this is one of the Nicaraguans where I don't get the sweetness.
Yeah. No. It's more astringent than,
Yeah.
that's where the oak comes out, I think.
So the wood notes take over for the sweetness. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, no, I get that's, so that would be my take on it. Slightly more coffee than chocolate. That's the only place I disagree. Everything else, I agree with wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some nuttiness in there. And the earth tones really show. But they're not overpowering. Because sometimes earth notes can be a little overpowering.
Yeah, they're there. And I think actually the nuttiness balances them out a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
And then, of course, it's got spice because it's Nicaraguan.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a given.
It's just going to be there.
It's just going to be there. Even the
Facts.
lightest Nicaraguans, you're gonna be like, "Oh man, that pepper's delicious."
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I like the oakiness, that wood,
Yeah.
I
It's
like that.
definitely there.
because yeah, it's in your face. It's not like, oh, I have to look for it. Like, no, what's right there?
All right. Flavor scores.
I gave mine a 35.
Okay.
I gave mine a 35.
Oh, look at
And from the French judge, a 33.
that. All right. How's your burn?
I can tell you I'm going to ding it a little bit on burn.
I was about to say,
But
Yeah.
here's the problem with dinging a box press on burn is that you have to expect it's going to burn slightly off generally. Box
yes.
presses do not
They-
burn as pure
don't.
as rounds.
they
just
have
don't.
trouble. Yeah. They have trouble. It doesn't matter how much you light it or correct it. It's at some point it's going to go, huh?
Yeah.
And
I'm
just
sorry.
wonky.
What did you think you were doing?
Yeah. Sorry. No, we don't
No,
burn
you're-
over there.
Like this.
That's fair. I gave my burn a 7
I gave mine a 7 as well.
because mine was also a little flaky.
Yeah. I'm giving it a 6.5.
Oh, 6.5. Look at you.
I gave it a 7 because I know part of it is probably me as well in the way I'm smoking it.
Right.
Well, yeah, because you inhale your shit.
And it's
That's
air.
just-
He's like, that's what it's for.
It's flavored air.
That's what it's for.
It's like a fucking race with you.
Meh.
How fast can I smoke this cigar? Hold on.
I mean, that's me and him used to go like 5, 6 deep, like as fast as we could, watching like The Flash. And I was like, dude, what are we doing? Like, what?
Dude, you guys can
Why are
suck
we?
it. That's crazy.
That's why we don't sit in here.
That's
and
why we
watch
don't do that
movies.
anymore.
Yeah, and because I don't work here anymore, so
That's fair. Impression?
How? Yes. How was your impression of this cigar, Kevin?
You know,
I gave it a 25. I do like to recommend it, but I like the natural, not the Maduro.
I don't want the answers you tell normal people. I want you to get deep with it.
Deep
How does
with
it make you feel? You know, like when you pick this up, is this like I'm gonna smoke this while I'm watching the sunset, drinking a bourbon cigar? What's your impression?
I mean, I drink a lot of bourbon now, so and whiskey in general. But yeah,
You just falling
I'd
off,
say
falling off the horse there.
middle of the night, just sitting down outside on a cool night with this cigar and some whiskey, perfect.
There you go. And what you gave 25?
Yes, sir.
25. That's a solid score. Lane, what about you? What's your impression?
here's my problem. Like, the smoking impression is good,
Okay.
but there's something else to consider. And this is my problem with my father. Because you can sell it to the guys that smoke my father, right? That are my father honks. But the wrapper, the presentation, all of it feels a bit 5 years ago. There's so much good stuff out there that this is one of the last things I recommend out of our humidor.
Really?
I feel bad about that smoking because it's really good, but there's something, the label feels a bit like
Dated.
1970s mansion-ish.
Presentation wise, yeah.
You know, with the furniture with the curls on the back and the,
No, you're talking about grandma's friend.
It is.
Yeah.
It is definitely like this painting's over a mantle
yeah.
in someone's very gaudy house.
And I don't know that it needs to be modern, but something about it just feels a little bit dated. And maybe it's just because they've been around so long and they've been on the top so long that I have this natural tendency to knock them down because it's a fantastic cigar.
Yep.
So I think I'm going to give it the Jordan. I think it's getting a 23.
23.
Yeah.
Jay's on his feet.
I mean, what did you think about their other band that they had, the white one, for the La Bijou?
I like this more than I like the Le Bijou. I do. And the Judge. This is,
That's you
No,
know
no,
the,
not
if
the
I'm
cigar.
grabbing my father, this is what I'm
But
grabbing.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I'm
the-
talking about the band.
The label?
Yeah,
they're all kind of the same.
kind of.
Yeah, at least the Le Bijou is bright.
Yeah.
True.
Like, it
It-
grabs your attention.
True.
In a humidor full of really good shit with really modern bands, the Le Bijou stands out.
True. And then when you have the judge is just this brownish band on top of a brown cigar.
Yeah, but there's
It
something about
hides
that,
away.
right? Like, the Judge flat out is like, you look at the box of Judges, and it looks back at you and it goes, I dare you.
That's true. It is.
Yeah.
That's a big cigar. That's like a
I do go
Big
to the
cigar.
Judge and the actual Antillas, not the Maduro. pretty
it's,
frequently.
on some level, it's about evoking emotion.
Yes.
And the Le Bijou is bright, colorful. There's something about it that grabs your attention. The judge is literally like a dare.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to punch you in the mouth if you even try it.
Yes.
Yeah, and I guess the Flor de Lay is kind of just like a fallback. Right? It hasn't changed. It's not
the band
bright,
is
it's
the
not
fallback.
colorful.
But listen, if I'm grabbing on my father, it's this one every time.
it is this one. Yeah.
See, I wouldn't grab the Maduro every time. It's
No,
it's-
that's true. In fact, most of the time I don't grab the Maduro, but it's one of the Antillas.
But it's this Antillas is kind of like your VSG for me though.
Yeah.
It's one that I've smoked that I liked that I love to go back to every time, and I never find an issue other than the burn.
But that's the
Yeah.
box press.
Yeah.
That's that's every box press not named Padron.
Right.
Yeah. They perfected it.
They do it right.
they do something right.
There's a reason that I like smoking them. 56, 66, 72. All right, I got my score right.
Oh, I didn't even do that yet.
Mine's an 84.
Mine's a 78 and a half,
Oh, see,
which I think is right near the top of where
that's that's
I
fair.
think the best score I've given is an 82.
Yeah, no, that's about right where you are. I can tell you that Cigars International, out of 100, gave the regular Flor de Antilles a 96, and the Maduro scored a 92.
Yeah.
So from there,
Well, the regular's what, one cigar of the year?
yes,
way back in, like,
2012.
Okay.
Yes, it's the 2012 #1 cigar of the year according to Cigar Aficionado.
Yep, and I gave it an 86.
It just feels the band just feels a little bit ornate. I think that's it.
Oh, that's fair.
And I mean, listen, it's a really good cigar.
I will
It is a
say-
really good cigar.
I understand the band thing because when you look over there and you're looking through the cigars, you could skip over it real easily.
Well, and everyone has seemed to go to more decorative but simple, like the Caritas from Dunbarton. I mean, I'm not gonna. No one's Camacho's really only like some people are doing the Camacho thing, the big bright band that takes up the whole cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fuller band is coming back where it's just like, let's cover the whole cigar. But you're right, it is really just a nice. A lot of these ones have this modern, just wording, simple colors.
Like me, I don't want to. Their marketing team is gonna send someone in here to beat my ass. But if the red was brighter and there was just more of it, maybe I don't know. Like focus on the red and the green, and then the portrait in the middle, and call it a day. Take out the browns.
Yeah,
Take out, the peach. You know what I mean?
so there's too much going on.
maybe it just needs to, for me, it just needs to be a traditional 3-color band.
Okay.
Whiten up the cream border
Yeah.
and backer. Make that a little bit wider, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Give it some more contrast.
Just you want it to capture the attention off the shelf.
Yes.
That's what you're asking.
Well, as someone who has to sell these things on a regular basis,
for. Right.
I want it to evoke some sort of feeling out of the person that picks it up. I don't
Okay.
want to have to explain why it looks bland. Like, oh, it's a really good cigar. Like, legitimately one of the best cigars in the world.
Yeah. But
Don't pay attention to how it looks.
just rip the band off and you'll be fine.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's okay. I understand where you're coming from with that. Like that angle to me makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because you're like, oh, this is great, but there's just something about the band. It does have this like old worldy feel to it.
Like, they have to believe you when you look at them and you say, I smoked the hell out of that cigar. They have to believe you when you say it. And part of that is them staring at the cigar and believing that the cigar can be that cigar.
Yeah.
And this just doesn't have that.
Yeah, but the cigar's amazing.
It is like if you didn't know anything about cigars and you just went into a room, you would look over this cigar in its presentation every time
Every time.
because you'd just be like, okay, cool.
Well, and
Yeah.
I guess our shop is different than shops that have a bunch of regulars who know exactly what they want to smoke. 60% of the people that come in here don't have any idea they don't know. They're starting at mild, medium, full bodied.
And they're usually tourists.
They don't know brands. They don't know countries. They don't know anything.
No.
They're like, I don't want to feel it tomorrow. That's a lot of times that's their biggest thing.
Yeah, and you have to be like, yes, sorry, kid, you're gonna feel it tomorrow.
Anyway, yeah, but I mean, no problem recommending this to anybody.
No. Solid cigar.
If they're like, what I really, really want is the mildest Connecticut you have, I'm not recommending this, obviously. But anyone else, I mean, if they have any idea what cigars are supposed to taste like,
Yeah, this is the perfect, like, I've smoked a few before. What should I try now?
yeah, I want to get the flavors of a better cigar. The complex, bold flavors of a really good cigar. But I still want it to be smooth and smokable.
Then just grab one of these.
Yeah.
Bam. All right. Final thoughts?
I think that's it. I've ranted a bunch.
Kevin?
Like I said, I enjoy this brand of cigar. And
I knew that when I picked it.
It does get looked over a lot.
I was like, Kevin's going to love this one because this is his baby right here. It's
Well-
like if we did a VSG review, you know.
Then it'd be Lane.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, Kevin's going to love this one.
Where he just clicks the camera and you're like, how's it, Lane? Oh, it's great. Great. Move on.
Boom. Done. Perfect. It's fantastic. Nothing bad to say about it.
Almost perfect.
Almost perfect. 98.7.
I'd be surprised if it scored that high.
That's fair. That's fair.
There's only about 5 cigars I've had that I would score over a 95.
Fair. That's fair.
And 3 of them were Cubans. And one of them was that Padron 50th with like 10 years on it.
So good.
It was good.
That's a story for a different time, though.
All right. You gonna take us out, Casey?
That about wraps up our fun torch review of the Flor de My Father Maduro.